you're weightlifting, maybe you're a long distance runner, maybe you're, I don't know, playing a sport in high school. I don't know, whatever it is that you're doing. Let's just say that you have some questions about diet and nutrition. Well, luckily for you, I am here to save the day. Because, you know, as someone who doesn't have a degree or any certifications or anything at all that is a paper copy that gives me permission to speak on this, I don't have it. So if you're looking for a professional, that's not me. However, I am pretty lean and I do have at least a 4-pack, you know, and if I got 4 cookies and you got 0, who's winning? That's all I'm saying. If I got 4 cookies and you got 0, who's winning? At least I got 2 of them. 4. I got 4. I got 4, 2 on each side. Anyways, but yeah, that's what this video is. So, God, I'm all over the place. You'll notice that the thumbnail of the video looks different. The display is different than this. That's because the thumbnail of the video was shot last Saturday when I went grocery shopping. I wanted to get a nice full picture of everything. And you're gonna see a few things that actually aren't on the table because they belong in the freezer. And I don't know how long this video is gonna be. But basically what we're gonna go over today is what I eat. What does my diet look like as a jiu-jitsu athlete? You know, because I can't quite call myself an MMA fighter yet. But what I can call myself is a jiu-jitsu guy. I am a full-blown jiu-jitsu guy. I train jiu-jitsu 4 to 5 times a week. I lift, I run, I've done it all. I guess I should actually backtrack. I wanna go over just like my credentials as far as like why the fuck do you think that you can say anything about nutrition whenever you're a 21-year-old high school dropout, you know? Why should you listen to me? Well, number one, you should listen to me because weight has never been a problem for me. If I want to lose weight, I can lose it like that. If I want to gain weight, I can gain it like that. It's not difficult. It's really not difficult. Once you get the base level science of what food is down, it becomes so easy to do if you just have the willpower to do it. So, like, you want to lose weight? I'm going to be honest. If your only goal is to lose weight, it is legitimately, it is as simple as not eating. If you don't eat, you are going to continue to burn calories, which means you're going to be in a calorie deficit, which means your body is going to start metabolizing and breaking down fat, body fat, but not only body fat, it's going to break down muscle as well. So you're going to just be losing size everywhere. You'll be losing fat and muscle mass, right? But that's just if your goal is to just lose weight. You don't want to lose weight healthy, right? If you want to do it healthy, then you have to eat the right. Okay. You want to properly fuel the body without overfueling or underfueling. And the quality of what you're putting in there is probably the most important. Again, I am not a professional. I'm not a doctor. I don't have any degrees. But I am someone who spent a large portion of his life very sick. And I've always had issues with my stomach. I've always had issues with my gut. Long story short, let's just cut it up and make it super short. Basically, one day I come home from school, right? And I ate a meal. And I ended up going to sleep that night. And the next morning when I woke up, I was profusely vomiting. I'm talking about like I would wake up in the morning and I would vomit until there was nothing left to vomit. And then I would continue to dry heave. And white liquid that would burn my throat would come up. Later, come to find out later on, I found out that was actually stomach acid. I was dry heaving so bad that my body was shooting stomach acid up. So this went on to be a recurring thing for over a month. It was a month straight. Me, every single morning, I would wake up, I would vomit, dry heave. I couldn't eat, I couldn't do shit, bro. Late for school every day. It was awful. I could genuinely say that period was the worst time of my life. To this day, I still don't know what triggered it exactly. However, through experimentation, I did find out what some of the triggers are. Now, you can call it IBS, irritable bowel syndrome. You can call it Crohn's. You can call it whatever the fuck you want to. But I'll tell you what. And I'm going to stand up when I say this. When I eat steak, eggs, butter, and fruit, I have zero stomach issues. Absolutely none. This is what I came to find out. So I became obsessed with the nutrition and what foods are good for you, what foods are bad for you, what should you eat, what shouldn't you eat. And I already had an idea in my head, well, when I eat meat, I don't feel bad. I never feel bad after eating meat. I only feel bad after eating like fucking chips, Pop-Tarts, like, come to find out it's ultra processed food. That is the issue. Nothing that you see on this table, minus, I mean, I guess the milk is ultra processed. Yeah, besides the milk and maybe the cereal and maybe the chips, I don't think there's anything over it. And I don't even think that stuff would be technically ultra processed, low processed. But anyways, along this journey of trying to figure out diet and nutrition, I found the foods that made me feel good, right? Now it's meat, fruit, I'm gonna be honest, even certain vegetables I'm cool with. But I fixed my stomach issue. So I wanna say this first. I went from 207 pounds. I used to be skinny fat. I used to be a fat kid. I had this crazy fucking neck that was fucking disgusting. My face was like awful. My face was awful, bro. It was fat. Bro, I looked like a fucking chipmunk, dog. Not a cute one, an ugly one. I'm not talking about like Theodore, like Alvin and the Chipmunks. I'm not talking about Theodore. I'm talking about like I looked fucking disgusting. Something's telling me to go check the camera and make sure that it's actually recording. I don't know why I'm having this strange feeling. The camera is indeed recording. Because you have no idea how pissed I would be if I went through this whole 45-minute spiel. Come to find out, the fucking camera was never recording, Cody. Anyways, so yeah, I through trial and error found the things that the foods that made me feel good. I fixed my stuff, but I went from 207, I dropped all the way down to 170. That's over 30 pounds that I lost from just not being able to eat. And again, this was in a time span of like 1 month to 2 months. This all happened, bro. Because I would wake up, I'd be vomiting, and I'd eat one meal a day. At the end of the day, when I got home from school, I would eat one meal, and that meal was probably 1,500 calories. It's probably the most that I could get down. So I was losing so much weight, muscle mass. My body was just underfueled. I didn't have the proper nutrition. It was awful. But now I somewhat have the key. I somewhat have the answers. And I want to start this video off by saying, everybody is different. What works for me might not work for you exactly, right? Your body may not be able to tolerate milk at all, and that's fine. Don't drink milk. Your body may not like eggs. That's fine. Don't eat eggs. But I'm gonna tell you, as a person who had gut issues, had stomach issues for a long time, and has since fixed that, and I'm a very healthy person. I'm not saying this to brag. I'm just saying this like I'm a healthy person. I lift. I have a pretty good physique. I've ran ultra marathons. I've ran half marathons, full marathons. I mean, I've had 50-mile weeks. Running was my thing. I mean, I ran. Every time I'd go to the doctor, they'd be like, "Are you a marathon runner? Your resting heart rate is really low." And I'd be like, "I guess I am. Anyway, so yeah, we're gonna go ahead and move on. Sometimes it's difficult to articulate whenever you have. Okay, first thing we're gonna do, we're gonna start off. Okay, what should the core of every diet be? In my opinion, the core of every diet should be products that come from an animal, period. There's no if, ands, or buts. There's no question. There's no motherfucker that is going to have an intellectual debate with me and be like, yo, the core of your diet shouldn't be meat, eggs, and animal products. That's just bullshit. The core of your diet, for certain, should be animal products. Meat, eggs, dairy. If you're dairy intolerant, you can't tolerate dairy, that's fine, cut it out. You got meat, right? And I'm gonna say this. This is non-debatable. This is proven science, right? If you're still on the 2010 wave of red meat is bad for you and saturated fats are bad, you need to get the fuck out of here. Because this is 2025, we're on current new science. I have my doctrine. I have my fucking doctrine in JRE. I know this shit. Red meat is the most nutritious, not only meat, it's the most nutritious food you can put in your body. There is nothing more nutrient dense than this shit right here. This is steak, okay? This is 3 New York strips that we're actually gonna cook in a bit. We're gonna cook one of these in a bit. But this is steak right here. This is the best thing you can put in your body. This has like, for one, it's steak, it's beef, it comes from a cow, which means that it's like 97% bioavailable. So let's break that down. What does that mean? What does bioavailability mean? So basically, this is Dave's Killer Bread. This is healthy organic bread. Excuse me. This bread is not as bioavailable as, say, this steak. This steak has a much higher bioavailability rate than this bread does. Red meat, beef specifically, is something crazy like 98, 99% bioavailable. Okay, well, what does bioavailable mean? Basically, what that means is it's the percentage of micro and macronutrients that you're actually gonna get from what you're eating, right? So if something has a high bioavailability percentage, that means that your body is gonna break down and absorb more of it. Something with a lower bioavailability, your body's not going. So say this bread, for example. This bread has 10 grams of protein per bagel. So one bagel is 10 grams of protein. Because this is bread and it's not a complete protein, and because it's bread and it's just not, it doesn't have a high bioavailability, if you eat one bagel, you're not getting 10 grams of protein. It's nowhere near that. You're probably getting somewhere along 6 or 7 grams of protein because of the bioavailability factor. Your body isn't capable of completely breaking this down and absorbing 100% of the nutrients because it's not 100% bioavailable, right? So that's number one. That's why red meat is such a positive thing. It's such a good thing because it has such a high bioavailability level. And again, you got to come back. You got to think too. Okay, what did humans start out eating, bro? We were hunters, literally, bro. Hunters and gatherers. What did we do? We hunted animals. We killed them. We ate them. We've eaten meat, literally, since the beginning of time, since the beginning of humans. We have eaten meat. It's always been. You look at any uncontacted tribes. What are they eating? They're eating meat. They're eating fish. They're eating fruits. They're eating vegetables, right? They're eating the good shit, right? So red meat, I'm telling you, it has to be the base of your diet. Chicken is great. Chicken doesn't have the same micronutrients, and it's not as high bioavailability level as red meat, as say steak, right? So for me personally, I get lean cuts of steak. This one is somewhere in the middle. Or New York strip, I feel like it's somewhere in the middle, you know? It's not a fuck, what are those? What is that cut of steak that's like 100%, or it's like 0% fat or some shit like that? Eye of the round? I think that's what it is. Eye of the round. It's like 0% fat. It's like all just like tissue, all protein. This is a New York strip, so it does have a sizable amount of fat. You know, there's the whole fat strip going down the side. And you got some fat in the steak too. But for my steaks, I'm not a big ribeye guy. I don't like having too much fat in the steaks, because the way that I think about it is, this isn't my fat source. This is my protein source. I'm thinking about this as a protein source. I want as much protein to be in this as possible. Now, the fats from this are secondary. That's secondary. I get my fats from my eggs and my this is grass-fed organic butter. And people say, oh, it's so much more expensive. It's fucking not. Bananas are like, bro, you pay less than $2 for these. This is 8 bananas. 8 bananas, and you're gonna pay less than $2. Get the fuck out of here with that. It's so much more expensive. It's not. Eggs are a bit expensive right now, but there's other outliers to that. The government is burning down egg farms and everything. Chicken farms. There's a whole lot that goes into that. And this is not a conspiracy theory episode, so we're not even gonna touch that. But eggs are high priced right now because there's a chicken crisis or some shit. Somebody's killing the chickens. I don't know. Walmart. Everybody has a Walmart, right? I'm pretty sure on the East Coast, the West Coast, they don't have as many Walmarts. I think over there, it's more like Kroger's and Target and all that shit. But if you have a Walmart, go to Walmart, because that's where I shop and I get all of my healthy shit from Walmart. Butter. You cannot cook your food in regular butter. That's not real butter, bro. If you're getting butter that doesn't come from a butter, biscuit, butter animal. Bro, butter is supposed to come from an animal. Butter is supposed to be fat. It's supposed to be animal fats, saturated fats. That is what butter is supposed to be. It's not supposed to be vegetable oil. It's not supposed to be canola oil. It's not supposed to be any of those bullshit ass inflammatory causing, bro, all those seed oils and the bullshit oils. Number one, you can literally run a car off of those oils. Canola oil that you people cook your food in, literally you can run a fucking car off of it. So I'm just saying, like, if I go throw my ground beef in a car, my car is not gonna fucking do anything. So you probably shouldn't be putting things that a car can run off in your body. Just saying. Not to mention the study after study after studies after studies after studies that have come out saying that seed oils and canola oil and all the artificial bullshit oils are just horrible for you. They cause inflammation, they fuck up your gut. Everything that could be wrong with them is wrong with them. They are horrible, and people just cook their food in them. That's why you feel like shit every time you go to a fast food place, because they're cooking all their food in fucking oils. However, this brand of butter, it is Kerrygold Irish butter with olive oil. Olive oil is a good thing. It's positive. Olive oil is one of the very few oils that are good. Olive oil is good. You can have olive oil. It's called Irish butter, so it's Irish. But yes, this is organic. It says milk from Irish grass-fed cows. This is 100% grass-fed organic butter. You can get it from Walmart for like $5 and some change. This is where I get my fat from. That's like my main fat source. Okay. Moving on. So, the core of your diet. I 100% believe it should be meat, eggs, and animal fats. Animal protein, animal fats. That is the absolute core of your diet. That is what is going to keep your body healthy and working properly, right? So another thing that I buy, because I have a Roscoe. Roscoe, come here. Come here. Come on. Wave to the people. Wave to the people. Hey, buddy. Okay, you want to get up here? Come on. Wave for the people, buddy. There you go. There you go. This is Roscoe. Roscoe's my best friend. Roscoe eats better than your whole family. I tell you what. Roscoe eats like a king, bro. Nobody eats as good as Roscoe. All right, Roscoe, go play. Go play. Go. Go play. Look, there's a ball. Go get it. So what I do is I buy the 10-pound packs of beef. This was a 10-pound pack of beef, like the giant rolls that they have. That's 10 pounds of meat. That's what I get. Now, yes, it's low. It's like 73% lean, so there's not a lot of protein. But I don't really care. It's meat. It's protein. It's animal fats. I'm cool with it. This is what I feed Roscoe. I feed Roscoe a little bit less than a pound of this every night, around a pound every night, with some raw honey drizzled over it. That's Roscoe's dinner every night. So yes, ground beef, steak, red meat, anything from a cow. Also, something that I don't do that you should do if you want to have the best diet on earth is organs. Animal organs, right? Livers, hearts. The liver is particularly good for you. It just has like antioxidants and a bunch of other micronutrients in it that's really good for you. So organs is another thing that you should get on. I don't have time or money to be buying fucking organs and cooking them and figuring all this stuff out. I've heard they taste awful, but they're very good for you. So yeah, that's number one. Diet, core of your diet, red meat, animal meats, eggs. Bro, you gotta get, okay, look. I'm just saying, use your brain. This is an organic egg, right? It's brown, right? If I crack this, the yolk is gonna look completely different than one of your bullshit white eggs, bro. Dude, if somebody handed you a piece of bread and it was blue, you would have a fucking problem. Why are you handing me a slice of bread that's blue? Why? Bread's not supposed to be blue. Eggs, spoiler in the chat. Eggs are not supposed to be white. Eggs are supposed to be brown. And they're even supposed to have shit on them. My eggs, unfortunately, don't have shit on them. But your eggs should be brown and they should have shit still on the egg. Unfortunately, mine don't have shit on them. So that sucks. Alright, moving on. We're gonna go ahead and knock out the carbohydrates. Okay, so there's a lot of debate on this. I am not anti-carb in any sense of the imagination. I believe in keeping the sugar as low as possible, but you can have carbs because carbs are sugar, but sugar isn't carbs. And this is where it gets a little complex and very debatable, because there's people that tell you that you don't need any carbs at all. There's people that tell you that if you eat protein, your body is gonna make the glucose because carbohydrates get turned into glucose that you burn off as energy. There are carnivores that say that you don't need carbs at all. I think that's bullshit. I think that and this is coming from a jiu-jitsu athlete and someone who has done long distance running, lifting, all of it. I think that if you're sitting at a desk all day, typing on a computer, and then you go home and you don't really do much, you probably don't need any carbs. I'm just gonna be real with you. You probably shouldn't be eating carbs. That's probably the reason why you're fat and overweight, is because you sit at a desk all day and you eat carbs all day, which makes you fat. No matter how much steak and eggs you eat, you're not gonna gain weight. That's a fact. Carbs, on the other hand, you will. Carbs is what causes you to gain weight. It's not saturated fat. It's not red meat. That was a bullshit lie. This is what happened. The big food industries, like Kellogg's, the cereal company that owns everything, Kellogg's and a bunch of other brands, paid off. You can fucking Google it. If you don't believe me, Google it. They literally paid off a bunch of scientists. I'm telling you, I got my doctrine at JRE, Joe Rogan Experience. I got my doctrine. They paid off a group of scientists that the amount of money they paid them translates to $40,000 of today's money. These scientists were paid $40,000 to lie and say that it's saturated fats was what was causing obesity, is what was causing blood clots, high cholesterol. Everybody knows about cholesterol. Don't eat cholesterol. It's gonna raise your cholesterol, your LDL levels. You're gonna fucking die. You're gonna have a heart attack. No, that's from eating sugars. That's from eating refined sugars and refined carbohydrates. It's not from eating animal fats. It's not from eating saturated fats. That's all bullshit. However, Colin, if you're gonna eat carbs, they need to be clean carbs. They need to be clean carbs, right? And again, I'm not saying everything has to be organic. Look at the ingredients list, okay? What I like to do is I like to take a bunch of ground beef and I cook it, and I'll take about 3 boxes of this pasta right here. This is called Bonanza pasta, right? So this isn't pasta made out of like wheat and all that shit, because like when you eat regular pasta afterwards, like you get the crazy carb crash, which isn't, I mean, if you're going to sleep afterwards, it's kind of a good thing. My friend Eric actually told me to use it as a cheat code. He was like, bro, just save all your carbs for nighttime and you'll get carb crash and you'll go to sleep easy. I'm like, nah, bro. But this pasta is not gonna make your gut inflamed. It's not gonna make you bloat. It's not gonna make you feel like shit. It's not gonna make you feel like you just ate a bowl of glue like how normal pasta does. This pasta is absolutely excellent. It's made from chickpeas, which is a bean and it is a vegetable. But again, I'm not anti-vegetable. Some vegetables are great. Some vegetables are not great. Vegetables don't tend to have high bioavailabilities, or they don't typically tend to have high micronutrients. That's why all the vegans look like anorexic people. You're not going to show me one jacked vegan. And if you do show me a jacked vegan, they're probably on whey protein, which is apparently a pretty good protein. But yes, you can buy this at Walmart. It's called Bonanza. It's pasta made from chickpeas. It's clean carbs. It's clean ingredients. I'm going to go ahead and read you off the ingredients. Chickpeas, pea starch, Topica, Anthrax gum. That's it. That's the ingredients list. It's 5 ingredients. There's 4 servings per container. Each serving has 20 grams of protein. Bro, carbs. 60 grams of carbs for 1 serving. 60 times 4. What is that? Whatever that number is, that's how many carbs you have in 1 box. Guys, I will murder 3 boxes of this in what, 4 days? 3 days minimum, 5 days at the most. I will murder that. So yes, I believe in carbs. If you're training jiu-jitsu, if you're boxing, if you're doing weightlifting, if you're doing running, anything like that, you have to have carbs. It's about having healthy, clean carbs, not a fucking Pop-Tart. We're not eating Red 40. We're not doing none of that bullshit. Clean carbs. That is what you want. That is what you need. All right, moving on. Secondary carbs, right? That's my bagels. It took me forever to find a good, clean bread, but I eventually found it. There's a lot of people who know about this. This is organic. Excuse me. This is certified organic. So this is organic bread. No high fructose corn syrup. That's another thing. Corn is fucking poison. Don't eat corn Don't eat anything that is made of corn. Corn has been genetically modified by the fucking government. They sprayed the corn with fucking pesticides to keep the bugs out. This is what happened. All the farmers planted corn, and then the bugs came and they ate all the corn. And the government was like, fuck the bugs, fuck the people. We're gonna spray the corn with a bunch of pesticides to kill all of the fucking insects. And then the corn was like, Gee, Cap, I don't feel so good. I think I'm gonna fucking die. So the corn crop started to die. So they said, you know what? We're gonna genetically modify the corn. We're gonna change what corn is. And I'm talking about corn, the yellow stuff, not porn, corn. We're talking about corn. They changed what corn is genetically, and they made it to where it could withstand the pesticides without dying. So something that killed it before, they changed it to where it could survive this now. Excuse me. I'm getting hyped up right now. Corn is awful. They spray it with shit tons of pesticides so it doesn't get eaten by bugs, and it's been genetically modified. Shut up! It's been genetically modified so that it can survive the pesticides. It's awful. Do not eat fucking corn. High fructose corn syrup, none of that. No artificial preservatives. No artificial preservatives. No artificial ingredients. Always power packed with whole grains. Always USDA organic, which doesn't mean much because America sucks. Always non-GMO. Non-GMO. Non-genetically modified. Always made with killer taste and texture. There you go. Again, ingredients. Organic flours. Organic wheat flour. Organic barley flour. Organic. It's all organic. No fucking seed oils. This stuff is great. This stuff is great. Moving on. Third thing. I was looking for chips. I wanted to be able to watch the fights and be able to have a snack, just something that tastes good. That's a snack. That's kind of stress food or like a stress eater. Took me forever. It took me the longest to find a healthy chip. Okay. These are life changing. Okay, so these are made by Quaker. I don't know if you can see it from here, but these are buttermilk ranch. Okay. It's all natural flavors. They're called Rice Crisp. So they're these little chips that are made out of rice. They taste fucking amazing. I don't know how they did it, but they did it. They taste amazing. The buttermilk ranch is the best flavor. They have a cheddar flavor. The cheddar is also quite good as well. The caramel flavor is fucking disgusting. Don't buy it. Don't get it. Don't try it. It's a waste of your time. Whoever made that flavor needs to be put into a Nazi camp because it was awful. Gluten-free, no artificial flavors or preservatives. Ingredients, again, whole grain brown rice flour. It does have some vegetable oils in it. Again, all these products are not perfect, but they're the best that I can do. They're the best that I found. Popped, never fried. That's important. Because if it's fried, that means that it was fried in what? Seed oils. Again, horrible, awful. Seed oils, bad. Don't do that. 13 grams whole grains per serving. No artificial colors, preservatives, or flavors. Gluten-free. No high fructose corn syrup. Low cholesterol. That's bullshit. No added colors. There's no artificial dyes. I'm telling you, these are excellent. They taste excellent. It's rice. It's a clean, fast form of carbohydrates. I'm going to be honest. Sometimes I will take ground beef. I'll throw it in a fucking pan. I'll cook it. I'll throw an entire stick of cream cheese in there. Mix it all up together. And I'll take tortilla chips and fucking dip that shit and eat it straight like that. And it is absolutely delicious. Better Goods, the name of this product leads you to believe that it's better goods, it's better products, cleaner products. However, so this is actually good. Non-GMO yellow corn flour. So it's non-genetically modified. So it's still going to be sprayed with the pesticides, but at least it's not genetically modified. So yes, this is what I buy these. It's not the best product. It's not the worst product. It's pretty decent. So yeah, that's your carbs right there. Milk, right? I'm a big fan of raw milk. You can't get it where I live. I would have to drive 45 minutes to get it, so I don't do raw milk. This is lactose free because apparently adults aren't supposed to have lactate. So milk, lactose free milk. When I make scrambled eggs, I gotta put milk in my scrambled eggs. It's just better. So yeah, we got a few more products to go over. So coffee. This is an American made. This is an American owned brand. This is a veteran owned brand. Black Rifle Coffee is one of the best. I'm proud to like support this product. Again, veteran owned, American owned, clean coffee. If you read the ingredients, it says 100% coffee. That's all it is. There's no bullshit. There's no nothing. The Kodiak, I've had all the different flavors. I've even had the pumpkin spice, whatever. Kodiak Attack is the best flavor by far. It's the best flavor. Coffee every morning. Caffeine, nicotine, fueling all my crazy dreams. Coffee, it's great. Another thing, honey. Bro, humans have used honey for medicinal purposes since the beginning of time. Honey used to be thought of as a medicine. I'm sure they've stripped all of the medical, I'm sure they've stripped all of the medicinal properties from the honey. So I'm sure that like this honey doesn't have any of the medicinal properties that it would have had 100 years ago. But bro, you talk to old people, like honey used to be thought of as like a medicinal thing. Like they used it to help cure sicknesses. Peanut butter. I'm trying to gain weight. I'm trying to get bigger. Peanut butter, it's a go-to, bro. I mean, it's not the best product. It's calories, you know. If you're gonna get peanut butter, make sure you get the natural peanut butter. You gotta get natural because the natural peanut butter doesn't have any of the bullshit canola oil and all that bullshit. Again, it's just small differences. Don't get the regular peanut butter. Get the natural peanut butter that doesn't have the seed oils and the bullshit in it. And then one more thing. Sometimes you just need a fast, quick snack. I did find a healthy granola bar, a healthy whatever you want to call it, like a healthy little calorie bar, whatever you want to call them. It's called Larar. They have a bunch of different flavors. I used to buy those all the time. It was made out of plants and nuts and chocolate. They were pretty healthy. They were good. I ate those for a long time, and then I just got bored of them. So now I'm back on Cliff Bars. I'm a white chocolate macadamia nut type of guy. However, these are not good for you. These have seed oils. Hey, at least it's organic. Soybeans, soy lowers testosterone. It's awful. But yes, this is what I'll eat like before jiu-jitsu or something. I just need some quick, fast acting carbs right here. Cliff Bar for the win. If you want to be super healthy, Larar Bar. Now, last but most certainly not least, what are you drinking, right? We went over the milk. Milk is great. Down in the South where I'm from, people love sweet tea. They have a legitimate problem with sweet tea. And if they're not drinking sweet tea, they're drinking Mountain Dew, Dr. Pepper, some other fucking bullshit, highly refined, like, artificial bullshit, right? This is an American-owned brand. Again, we got another American-owned brand. This is called Liquid Death. It is a sparkling water. This is no ordinary sparkling water. Its name lives up to what it is. This is their thing. This ruthless tall boy of flavored sparkling water has a twisted plan to use natural agave and exploding bubbles to murder your thirst and recycle your soul. That's some badass shit. One can is quite large, as you can see, and one can is also 20 calories for one can. 20 calories is nothing. It's nothing. So, yes, Liquid Death, sparkling water. They have regular water that's not carbonated. It doesn't have any flavoring. It's a white can that's just regular, flat, normal water. And then they have a carbonated water that's in a black can that's just carbonated. There's no flavors to it. And then they have all of their flavored water. Like this one's cherry obituary. So yes, this is what I'm drinking. So that I don't go fucking insane from just drinking flat, normal water. Because all of the like flavoring packets, they have red dyes in them and a bunch of other bullshit. These are 100% healthy, bro. Carbonated water, agave nectar, citric acid, natural flavors, cherry, lime, lemon. It's all good things. There's no bullshit. There's no cancer. This is a great product. They're really good. They're nothing like normal sparkling water. It's not like club soda. It's not like your normal sparkling water. This is truly a unique product that I love. Magic Spoon. This is not something that I normally buy. I saw the peanut butter flavor and I just had to get it. To close off the video, ice cream. Guys, I'm telling you. Whatever it is that you want, whether it's pasta, whether it's bread, whether it's chips, whether it's cereal, whatever it is, you can find a good, healthy version of it. I found decently healthy fucking ice cream. This is ice cream. It's an Italian brand. It's made in Italy. They actually even have a little note on here. Why? Oh, it's not Italy. It's French. Sorry. Why French ice cream? Eggs, plenty of them. Turns out when you use twice as many egg yolks as standard ice cream, you have to call it French ice cream. Fine by us, because whether it's using more eggs or having to legally change our name, we'll do anything to make the best ice cream on earth. Because a life without anything good is bad. Ingredients: cream, milk, cane sugar, Marion berries, cream cheese, milk, cream, salt, enriched flour, unbleached wheat. That's not good. Enriched is not good. Egg yolks, honey, cinnamon. Bro, this is the cleanest ice cream you're gonna find. My stomach is very sensitive. If I eat something that it doesn't like, I know it immediately. I know it the next morning. I can eat an entire pint of this ice cream and feel fine. You can buy it at Walmart. They have tons of flavors. This one's brown sugar chunk with cookie dough and brownies. This one is Marion berry cheesecake. They have cookies and cream. They have tons of flavors. Pistachio. They have tons of flavors. I'll eat a whole pint, a whole one of these at night, and I feel fucking great afterwards. I feel great the next day. Healthy ice cream. Van Leeuwen. You can zoom in and see what that is. I don't even know how to say that. But yeah, that's my diet. Yeah, that's the diet. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. That's my diet, what I eat as a jiu-jitsu athlete, as a competing jiu-jitsu athlete, someone who's moving into ultimately getting into, mixed martial arts. I want to make a UFC run. This is what my diet looks like. So for anyone out there struggling with diet and just need some advice, here you go. I've been thinking about making this video for a week or two now. And I got home from work and I was just like, fuck it, no more waiting. I'm gonna get right. I'm just gonna make the video. And it turns out how it does. This is my third video that I've made. I'm gonna upload it tonight, and I hope it was pretty decent. Please leave me a comment. Let me know like what I could have done better. I feel rough. I feel very stale and rough right now when it comes to the content. But I'm trying to get back into the swing of things. That's what this was. I was trying to loosen up and get into the groove of it. But I'm happy. We got the video done. This is great. I was thinking about doing supplements and just any supplements that I take. But I think we're going to separate. We're going to do that for a different video. We're going to do food, and then we're going to do supplements and recovery stuff for a separate video. So yeah, I enjoyed it. I had a great time. I love you guys. Oh, you guys are going to get an exclusive. Shit's getting serious. So, I don't know if you were around for the Wolf Den, but it's the return. The long-awaited return. I don't know if you remember Toilet Talk. I don't know if you remember the Wolf Den. I don't know if you remember all of that. I don't know if you were there. I don't know if you were there when it happened, when it was written, when the ancient wars went on. We're coming back. We're coming back full-fledged force. My new podcast, the continuation of the Wolf Den. We're going to be doing one episode per week, guaranteed. Violence is inspiring. That's the name of my new podcast, my new show. One a week. It's going to be fucking great. It's going to be great. The first episode of that will be out by this weekend. Also, UFC 315 this Saturday. You'll get a video for that Thursday or Friday. I'm going to break down that whole card. We're getting back into the videos. We're getting back into the swing of things. Podcasts already created, already made. I just got to film my first episode. UFC 315 breakdown coming later this week. I love you guys. Peace.